Australia is known for many things. Vegemite, yes. The outback, definitely. A functioning housing market and affordable cost of living? Don't tell the international students. But films, not so much. That's not to say Australia doesn't produce good cinema. There's Oddball, Paper Planes, even Kangaroo Jack.
Fuck Kangaroo Jack. I hate that movie. That movie stinks.
What's wrong with Kangaroo Jack? Talk to Me, a supernatural horror released on the 27th of July 2023. Directed by these guys. Two brothers, Michael Philippou and Danny Philippou. The two used to run a horror comedy YouTube channel by the name of Raka Raka. If you ever saw this video of KSI flying, that was them. They did this. With the announcement of their movie, the main question audience members had was whether these two YouTubers, working with just a $4.5 million budget, would be able to turn their debut film into an unsuspected success. The answer?
Our movie Talk to Me is in Fortnite.
Yes. Through the opening scene of Talk to Me, the audience is immediately immersed in a chaotic and unsettling atmosphere that sets the tone for the rest of the film. Nothing worse than an Australian house party. This scene reflects an unfiltered portrayal of Australian youth, defined by their emotional detachment and their worrying obsession with social media. This is evident when Cole, visibly distressed, calls for help from his peers as his brother begins to display erratic and concerning behaviour. Instead, he is met with an array of phone flashlights pointing at them. This moment serves as a commentary on a generation conditioned to document trauma instead of responding to it, prioritising virality over empathy. The familiar setting, complete with Australian accents and local slang, resonates with the audience's culture, making the horror feel all the more personal, all the while provoking them to reflect on their own social environment. Let's explore the cinematic elements of this scene that effectively contribute to the horror genre. One of the most striking choices is the use of a continuous, one-shot sequence, which builds tension by not allowing the audience to look away or take a breath. The unbroken shot forces viewers to follow Cole through the crowded party in real time, creating a sense of urgency and claustrophobia. Paired with the handheld, shaky camera work, it adds to the rawness and unpredictability of the scene. The dim lighting and muted colours create a gritty atmosphere, while the sound design shifts from loud party noises to eerie silence as the situation escalates. The close-up shots of Cole's panic enhance the emotional intensity and sense of dread. All of these elements create tension and build suspense for the inciting incident that shocks the viewers. Within just 2 minutes, the Philippou brothers successfully deliver a horrifying and unforgettable start to their film. Talk to Me follows the protagonist Mia, who is struggling with the recent death of her mother. Her and her friends discover a mysterious, embalmed hand that allows them to contact spirits for 90 seconds. The catch, they must let go before the time limit ends, or the spirit may remain trapped in their body. And who the fuck wants a spirit trapped in their body? Spoiler alert, Mia goes beyond the time limit and unknowingly invites a spirit in. As the boundary between the living and the dead begins to blur, Mia is haunted by terrifying visions and is forced to confront grief, guilt, and the consequences of seeking connection through dangerous means. The film explores themes of loss, isolation, and the recklessness of youth culture. Sophie Wilde's performance as Mia is wildly good. Her ability to balance horror, drama, and subtle comedy showcases her impressive dynamic range. She brings raw emotion to Mia's quieter, more tragic senses, making her internal pain feel more authentic and relatable, while still fully committing to the physical intensity required during possession sequences. And like Daniel Kaluuya in Get Out, Wilde's use of expression through her eyes conveys a wide spectrum of emotions, often without the need for dialogue. Even in the film's most chaotic and supernatural moments, her gaze remains emotionally grounded, drawing viewers into her internal struggle. As mentioned earlier, the opening scene wastes no time plunging the audience into chaos. Yet despite its speed, the pacing never feels rushed or underdeveloped. Every scene feels purposeful, driving the story forward while gradually building tension. One of the film's standout qualities is its use of practical effects, which makes the horror film more real and intense. The possessed characters don't rely on over-the-top CGI or cheap jump scares. Instead, their twisted facial expressions, eerie body movements, and grotesque, physical transformations are disturbingly realistic. These practical effects ground the supernatural elements, heightening the impact of the horror and making it feel more convincing. The gore? Don't get me started. I've seen extreme close-up pimple popping videos, and my god, this was more gross. When the violence hit, it is the least to say shocking and brutal, but never unjustified. It serves a narrative purpose, yet no matter how many times I've watched that scene, it still makes me want to pull my own eyes out. Visually, the film has a gritty, moody aesthetic that reflects both the psychological unease of the characters and the bleak suburban setting. The cinematography cleverly contrasts moments of hyperactive party culture with quiet, unsettling stillness, giving space for both chaos and dread to settle in. The soundtrack, on the other hand, while pulsing with energy and tension to match the film's emotional highs, didn't quite resonate with me on a personal level. Maybe it was a subtle nod to Australia's underwhelming presence in the global music industry. Or maybe the Philippou brothers just have a weird taste in music. No, because the ending is so good. Sure, it's somewhat predictable, but it's executed to perfection. Only for it to cut to,
I saw God in a body bag, I got lost and...
In conclusion, the Philippou brothers' Talk to Me isn't your typical horror film. It moves at a fast pace without feeling rushed, blending supernatural scares with raw emotion and grounded storytelling. The practical effects are incredibly effective, making the horror feel disturbingly real, while Sophie Wilde's standout performance as Mia brings depth and vulnerability to every scene. The film captures modern Australian youth culture with eerie authenticity. The embalmed hand itself can even be seen as a symbol for substance abuse, a dangerous thrill that offers escape and connection, but quickly spirals into addiction and loss of control, echoing the very real issues many young Australians face today. Though the soundtrack didn't quite land for me, the cinematography, tension, and emotional core more than make up for it. And despite the ending being somewhat predictable, it's executed so well, maintaining a slow build of dread right up to the final, haunting frame. Talk to Me is a bold, emotionally charged debut that proves that the Philippou brothers are more than just YouTubers. They're serious storytellers with a sharp eye for horror. 4 out of 5 stars for me.